Hey everybody, it is Sunday. It's a little bit rainy in the morning. It's supposed to clear up in the afternoon, but I'm up and I've got tons of citrus peels. I saw this on Reddit a while ago where you can make candied citrus peels. So you boil it for 15 minutes and then drain this water. That's supposed to make it less bitter. Then you rinse all that off and you start to boil some very sugary water. It's like literally 3 cups of water. It's supposed to be 3 cups of sugar, but I don't think I had that much sugar. Then you boil that for another 45 minutes. I kept the water because I felt like that's some sweet water to just throw down the drain. And then you toss that in some sugar, and that's candied citrus peels. You're supposed to let it sit for like a day to dry out. And yeah, it didn't taste that good, so honestly, don't recommend it yet. But I also drank some tea. And yeah, now that the weather has cleared up, time to do some Uber. It's a bit windy, but that's okay. So first 2 pickups in Chinatown, some bubble tea, some Vietnamese food, riding over past Trinity Bellwoods. They've given eviction notices to everyone living in the park, so kind of wondering how that's gonna turn out. My bags, the zippers are like coming apart, so probably gonna have to retire that bag soon. And yeah, what can I say, guys? It's Uber, going around, picking up some more pho. Felt like a lot of Vietnamese food today. So, yeah. That's like whatever, I guess. Liberty Eats. I think this one kind of went near my house. You know, always nice to be back in my neighborhood. And this Happy Burger, the delivery was like, take a weird detour. Why would I do that? And then when I got closer, the section of college was closed. But, you know, I know how to like go around. So just kind of cut through the UFT thing. Huge lineup to deliver to that place. That was kind of a suck. But I don't know, whatever, it worked out. And yeah, it's nighttime now. I think this was going to be my last delivery, but I guess I don't know. I guess my battery was lasting longer than it did yesterday, so kind of just kept going. Maybe these 2 are my last delivery. I don't know. Riding through an alleyway. That was neat. And yeah, down to Queen here. Alright, yeah. I thought that was going to be my last delivery, and then I'm doing this Alibaba's because I still had some battery, and I was like, yeah, why not? I'm glad I did, because the building that I delivered to in the trash was this bicycle. It's got 2 flat tires and a kind of rusty chain. But, you know, the wheels still spin, and overall things on it seem good. Free bell. I'm like, damn. People really just be like throwing out their bikes and stuff like this? So I tried to pump it with my portable pump that I have, but it wasn't really inflating. At least it didn't seem like it was inflating, so I figure it's probably just got some punctures or something. Also found some 2 random tires, and yeah, I made $100 today for the 3 hours. Like, that's pretty good. You know, I actually got some pretty decent tips. I think somebody tipped me like 100%. Oh, and there's like a COVID non-compliant party going on there. But whatever. These kids, am I right, guys? So yeah, I didn't want to carry that bike home, so I just locked it up over here and rode a bike share bike back over here. And I'm kind of just looking at the stuff people are throwing out. It kind of looks like it probably was a nice couch, and it might actually still be a nice couch. It's kind of hard to tell at night. Who knows? You know, people just like moving out and then just huck their shit in the trash even though it's fine. So yeah, this bike. 2 flat tires, and I'm hoping to patch them. I think first thing I do is take off the back wheel, because it was kind of hard to pump it up since the valve was like misaligned. So I'm gonna see what's up with this one. You know, I did try to pump it up, but it didn't seem like it was holding air. So I did bring my tire lever things. I probably cut it weird so it looks like I'm just a beast and just ripped it off, but no, I did use tire levers. And this is what's wrong here. They've got the inner tube folded. That's a rookie move. I made that mistake before when I was in bike class, but now I know. Don't do that if you can avoid it. And I was looking at the inner tube and it held air. It actually feels like a new inner tube, so I have a feeling whoever owned this bike before just tried to change the tube themselves and then didn't do it right, and then just, I don't know, gave up and threw it out. Which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. When you insert an inner tube, you gotta make sure it's like a little bit, has some air in it, and then like really have it all even out there. Like, I don't know, it's rubbery, so make it work. Don't fold your inner tubes. And yeah, that's on there, seems pretty decent. And this is the same tire that I tried to pump up with my mini pump, and it didn't really take, but after a few attempts with the big pump, it did work. But it's missing a nut that would you know, lock the wheel in to the fork. And you know, it is still rideable, so it's like, you know, decent enough for me, I guess. I'd ride this home. However, after riding it for like, I don't know, 20 meters, I was like, oh, I actually should not ride this home. Like, not having this nut makes this wheel pretty loose, and I feel like if I ride around like this, it's just gonna break something that I don't want to break, and then be a real pain to actually like fix, so I'll just walk home. I actually walked along Bloor for a lot of the walk, because, well, last year they didn't remove all of the garbage bikes that were left out over winter and just like became really rusted and abandoned looking. So I was kind of expecting to just find like some random wheels locked up to the things that I could just take a nut off of. And I did find some, but I don't know, anything that's like locked down I'm kind of like don't really want to take from. So I just keep moving along, but I guess they must have cleaned up all the bikes this year. You know, last year with the COVID and stuff. But I didn't really find anything. Like, here's just a random wheel. But there was no nuts on it. So I just kept walking. And yeah, it's a little bit nuts to me that people have like all their nice bikes out here. Like, that one looked pretty decent. I imagine they probably live above the shops and stuff, but like, I don't know, why would you just leave your bike on Bloor Street? Like, people are gonna fuck with it. Like, this bike looked pretty nice, but one of the pedals is missing and the chain's all messed up. Like, what happened to this? You know? This is a prime kind of bike that's like, I'm gonna look at that in a month from now and it'll be like completely fucked. And yeah, the old reliable high seat bike thing here, whatever this thing, I don't know what the deal is with this. It's just a neat thing to look at. Here's some other like bikes that have been already picked at, and I was like, nah, wrong kind of thing. And this is a prime example of a bike that'll probably be stolen. If I like come back here in a week, it'll just be that wheel. So yeah, didn't find any nut that I felt good about taking, so just gonna continue to walk home. And it definitely took a long time, but whatever, got a pretty decent bike for free, so that's pretty sweet. Later guys.